There's this broken philosophy that's become very popular as of late. That's kind of gone viral all over social media. There's this idea that you should go out there and hustle and make as much money as possible. Go out there, get the money, get the money, get the money. Now, this is not necessarily completely wrong, and it does hold some merit to it because yes, money does create freedom and the ability to have greater amounts of choice. But at the same time, it is very excessive and very obsessive, which no matter how you twist it or spin it or try to make it sound good, it's still exactly the same thing. Whether you're addicted to smoking weed, whether you're addicted to reading books, even self-help books, whether you're addicted to just going out and partying every night, whether you're addicted to just talking to your friends on Messenger all the time and you're just constantly in there. It doesn't matter. Too much of anything is too much. Too much is too much. And this constant chase, just going for cash, 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 will not fulfill you or make you happy. Yes, it'll give you choices, but that's like saying if you go and exercise constantly nonstop, it'll give you all the strength and power. That's true, but you should still probably only do it in moderation because too much is too much and it's unhealthy. I'm not talking about slow down or don't try to make as much as you can or don't push yourself or don't try to add value to the marketplace. Those things are wonderful. But at the same time, you have to realize there is some truth to you're actually not taking it with you. That's it. You will leave whatever cash you amass behind. That's it. So this is your life, and now you really have to realize that the most precious resource is your time. And what you'd really want to be doing is trading money to buy back time. What I started to realize very quickly in my business as I started to hit six figures and grow and scale was that ultimately what it was costing me was my life, all my time. And there was nothing wrong with it as long as I was doing activities that I loved doing, right? If I was coaching people and I was speaking and I was doing all these wonderful things, incredible. I was having a great time. I felt like the money was just a bonus, like great, yeah, but I'm just having a good time, so it doesn't really matter. And it's just really nice to be able to sustain myself this way. And then it scaled up and I got more and more and more. And then my responsibilities grew and there were all these things happening. Very quickly, I was working way too hard and I injured myself. I got repetitive strain injury in both my wrists. Since then, completely healed. However, during that time, I learned a great lesson. Instead of going down a deep dark hole and thinking, man, why did this have to happen to me? And this is terrible and I'm a victim, I'm just trying to help people. I actually realized that this is probably a lesson. And very quickly I started to catch on to that I was giving away all my time doing all this work, a lot of typing work on the computer that I didn't even enjoy doing. And it was for the end goal of being able to do what I love to do, but it wasn't a method that I loved. So many of you are chasing some form of making money so that you can then be happy at the end of the rainbow. And I can tell you it's a trap. Because even when you amass all the money, you're not going to be happy. And now you're going to have some excuse for why you can't do the thing that you were actually passionate about because you got to keep making money. And then you say, oh, I fell in love with making money, but that's crazy. It's arbitrary. It's a made up concept. Money does not hold fulfillment in and of itself. Doing something that calls your soul is completely different. It feels actually fulfilling. It feels good. It feels incredible. Every day you're alive. You're lit up. You're excited to get out of bed. You don't feel heavy. You don't feel tired all the time or drained. You can be on low sleep and still crushing it because you love doing it. So what I realized was, this is silly. Life is teaching me a lesson. So I started to hire people. I started to improve and grow my team, really the network around me, so that I didn't have to give all my time anymore. Now I was leveraging. I was using money to buy back time by getting other people to do some of the work. And then I was able to make even more money because I freed up my time. And now I was doing more of what I love to do. And this is the magic right here. What I wish I would have realized a lot sooner was that most of the stuff that I was trying to do didn't even need to be done at all. In fact, some of the things that I paid people to do, I realized this is unnecessary. This is a waste. And I realized that there are only a few select things. So I hired great people for those things. And then I really just slimmed and trimmed down. And I kept it very simple. Do the 20% that gets 80% of the results for you. And let that 20% be things that you love doing. And if there's a few of those that you gotta outsource or give to somebody else to expand your business and grow, then great, go for it, absolutely. But your attention should be on doing more of what you love to do and letting money be a byproduct of that. Because the idea that you should go and hustle and try to generate as much cash as possible is flawed and broken. It's like playing a video game too much. You're just grinding levels, grinding levels, grinding levels. For what? You don't get to take it with you to the real outside world. Just like when you die, you don't get to take this cash with you to the real, whatever the next place might be, whatever you believe in, whatever you envision. The bottom line is, it's exactly the same thing. Whether you're amassing a lot of money in a video game so you can go spend it on this virtual little weird stuff that ultimately will not fulfill you or the little video game character, truly, deeply, it's not lasting. It's cool, it's good to have. Let it be a byproduct, let it come in, allow the flow. Be willing to sell, be willing to serve. All those things are fantastic, but they should not be the primary focus. If that's where your attention is at and that's where you're coming from, no wonder you're stuck, because you're in this neediness loop where you're just trying to get money and you're from one Ponzi scheme to the next. You're just trying to make a quick buck. And you're always trying to just make more, take from people. In reality, the attention should be on serving, giving value, really giving your gift, truly what you feel you are here to do. Serving people with that in some capacity will almost automatically attract abundance and wealth into your life. It doesn't have to be this crazy hustle and struggle. In fact, my life is almost effortless. It's very little effort. Every once in a while, I might push myself just ever so slightly. But even then, it's kind of silly to say because in reality, I love doing it. So why does it have to be difficult? Why make it hard when you can do what you love, make a fortune, and have it all instead of just trying to grind and hustle and sacrifice your happiness so that you can get the cash so that you can then get the happiness later? It's a fake out and it will not get you to where you want to go. Don't buy into it unless you want to be unhappy. And don't let people that were miserable and then driven and used this thing and got addicted to it talk you into following the same path. If they're not truly fulfilled and happy and filled with joy all the time, why listen? Just because they have one area down doesn't mean that it's worth getting into the same mindset. Because to have the same mindset, you're likely going to have to make the same sacrifices. To be in the same space as them or the same level, you're going to have to buy into those same beliefs. And if that's not a level 10 out of 10 fun, enjoyable experience for you, it would be crazy to give up most of your life to pursue that. Do not give up the majority of your life to pursue something so that you can get cash. You can get cash doing almost anything. I've proved it. I've had clients that have done incredible things that I thought no one would ever pay for before I started, and started to see that, wait, you can make money doing pretty much anything. I mean, you can make money selling an instructional DVD on how to make potato guns. I don't even know what potato guns are, but apparently Russell Brunson did it. Pretty cool online marketer. So anything is doable. Anything is doable. But you have to get out of your head and out of your own way and not just chase cash for cash, but chase passion, chase what you love, buy into that fully and stop listening to all this crazy advice because they're addicted to running after the money. Don't let that influence you and take you away from your path and your true happiness in life. That's the most important thing. At the end of the day, you will sit there and regret any time where you grinded and hustled just for the sake of it, just so you could get some item at the end or some luxury villa. Go stay in one, go rent one. You'll see it's not all it's made up to be. You very quickly get used to it and now it's just normal. And it gets kind of boring pretty fast. So these things, these options, this freedom, it's really illusory because it tries to trick you into thinking that there's some glamour and some secret sparkle behind it that will ultimately fulfill you and make you happy on the inside, and it just won't. It lasts for this long and then it's gone, and you work all this time and all this energy for what? Really decide what matters to you in your life. Get your priorities straight and don't follow advice from people that aren't truly fulfilled and happy. And even if they seem so on the outside, be sure to check. Be sure to make sure before you really buy into some idea or some belief that you need to go grind. Realize that life can be easy, effortless, doing what you love. It is possible for you. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload. And if you'd like to experience a real breakthrough and some massive progress in your life, sign up for coaching. It's in the bottom left of your screen right now. If you click on that, you'll go to my website and you can book a free consultation to get us started.